Oh, hey guys, what's up? Welcome. So I got a little late again because I went to go hit my live button and I was making sure I had everything, and I go, oh, that's right, I ran out of glue last night and completely forgot until just now. So fortunately I have another one, but I couldn't remember where it was, so I found it, thankfully. So we are sort of back on track. Tonight, hi, hey Joyce, how are you? Thank you so much for hopping on. So tonight I have absolutely no I prepared absolutely zero. I had a little bit of a headache, and it was a longer day at work, and I got home and I was like, I got this. And then I sat down and I was like, I don't got this. But I think, I don't know, I'm kind of excited. I'm a little nervous as always. So tonight we're gonna find out if I wing it, will it fly? So it's probably not gonna like fly like an airplane, although I could make paper airplanes too if I get bored. So I'm going to do, oh, it's coming apart. Oh well, save it for later. I don't know what color to do. I think I'm gonna do blue actually. No, I'm gonna stick with green. We're gonna do green, and we're gonna see where this takes us. So I do not have a template for tonight. So this is just gonna be kind of a random step by step. On the bright side, I do have some corny jokes for you guys, and hopefully some interesting questions to ask in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this margin off. Alright, and just start with a basic single fold here. And what is this? Measuring. Okay, so this is just 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Hey! Yay! Love the hearts. Thank you. I do still have a little bit of a headache, so I've got some ketones with me. So hopefully before this video gets to the middle, that'll be mostly gone. I'll be a little bit more awake and energetic for you guys. So I'm thinking, okay, so my initial idea for the title was going to be like something along the lines of like a hallway of doors, or a door with a, yeah, like a hall, like the hall of doors or something. You slay, girl. Thank you. I'll try. We'll see. Hi guys, thanks so much for hopping on. Welcome. Say hi as you hop on so I can interact with you a little better. What did you all do today, just for fun? I had a longer day at work and I was so glad to be done. I love my job, I love my work. Gets a little tedious some days though. And okay, so I like to trim off the corners. See, I don't know if it'll show very well. Just like kind of angle the corners a little bit. Just gives a little bit of character. Hi! Thank you for tuning in. How are you tonight? And then, what's this one? I'm gonna try doing what I've heard termed as tip-ins, which generally I believe, like, I googled it looking for cards with tip-ins, and all I came up with was journaling ideas. So I don't know if this is just something that's never really been done in cards before, or if there's like just, I think there's probably just like another name for them or something. So basically, I think the simplest way to describe it would be like cards inside of a card inside a card, or like cards inside a card. And I think they're really fun, especially for like getting to know people, because I like to do them, and I'll show you. So like I like to do little ones like this, so I'll just like find fun scraps, and I'm gonna probably use some of leftovers from cards I've made in the last week here. And on the inside, if you have, I don't have any, oh, this will work, just for kind of like a little fake template, makeshift template, putting like white on the inside so you can like write on it better, and then leaving like a background. Hey Ashley, what's up? I always love when you hop on, you're fun. Yeah guys, I love my, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I had so much fun making it. Like, yeah, like, when you guys tell me all the things, like, things you love to do and things you love, you know, your hobbies, your favorite colors, your favorite animals, like, that is, oh my goodness, so much fun. And I actually got, I want to show you guys, I'm hoping you guys hop on here because I got some snail mail letters today from some pen pals, and they made my day. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of, let's see, where do I want to put this one? I'll just go ahead and kind of keep it closer to the outside here. Just kind of try and keep it fairly even. It's not a perfect square, but it'll do. Should try to start a business with all these videos you make. People may pay to watch them. I would be lying if I said I haven't thought of that, but actually along those lines, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I've been thinking, and I don't know, this is just a thought. It's not a reality yet, and I don't know if it will be. I'm thinking it might be, though. I just have to get, I really have to get better at catching up on my correspondence, though, because I'm really behind right now. And at this rate, I'm doing 1 to 2 cards a day when I should be doing more like 3 or 4. But I was doing like 2 to 3 a week. Now I'm doing one or two a day. So I have improved, which is awesome, and it's a lot of fun. But it does get kind of stressful, so I'm a little bit iffy yet. However, I was contemplating the idea of starting an Etsy shop, and you guys would have the option to either come watch tutorials for free, and you can like learn how to make them and make them yourself, or you can buy pre-made ones, or I might do options for like pre-made or like custom. And the custom ones probably wouldn't be super, there wouldn't be a whole lot of like custom as in like you can choose from cards that I've already, like I've made in the past. Maybe if I don't have them in stock, like I would make them for you. So that was an idea I had, but again, it will be a while before I would be able to get something like that up and running. Snow Angel. Hey, Snow Angel! Yes, I loved it. Oh my goodness. It was so cute and so thoughtful. Oh my goodness. It just made me really happy inside. There's few things like coming home after a long day and having like coming home to like little acts of kindness that are like, you know, just reminding you matter, and people are out there that, you know, want to be friends or care about you, and like, I don't know, creativity, you guys, was so, oh my goodness. So excited to write you guys back. So, okay, so I'm just kind of going random here. am I missing any comments here? Okay, I think oh. Crazy day. Oh, do tell. Spill the tea. Was it a good crazy? I was thinking about paying you to make graduation invitations for Mary, my daughter's graduation. Oh, that would be so much fun. Wow. Totally, like, shoot me a message and show me, like, do you have an idea? Does she have ideas for, like, themes and colors and stuff? I would definitely, I think that would be a lot of fun. I think I would try and do, like, a template first and send it to you, and then you can decide if you want to pay me or not. But I think that would be really fun. Hey, Abby! Welcome! Thanks so much for hopping on. What's going on tonight? Did you come up with something fun to do last night? I feel like my suggestions were a little bit biased, but and I'm curious, just for fun, I will send you the information. Awesome sauce! So I'm curious, drop in the comments below, what are some of the best compliments you've ever received? Like, or like your favorite compliments. Because I come across, like, I've been noticing a lot of just, like, around me here, not even quite like that, but just in general, I've been noticing a lot, like, it's really common, you know, to, like, compliment people, but, like, you know, do you ever get it where you're, like, you want to compliment somebody, but you're not sure, like, how to go about it, or, like, what, you know, because you feel like it sounds cheesy, or corny, or cliche, and then, like, there's so many out there where it's just, like, it just kind of feels like it's lost its meaning because it's, like, overused. Like, what are some underappreciated compliments that you guys would have meant or would mean the world to you? I look like my mom? Thank you. I'm not quite sure how. Oh, gotcha. That threw me off track for a second. I was like, wait, you know my. I got you. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Actually says it was a crazy day, as in I got less than normal sleep, and tomorrow I have to tell my backstory. Like in front of the class, like as a class project, like your backstory as in like how, like, your childhood, or like why you're doing something, or there would, like, something happened and you have a story to tell. Alright, sounds good. Say a prayer for me, please. Yes, oh my goodness. I love, like, underwater stuff. Just for fun. So I've actually got these on my wall. I've got two of these. One there, and then I've got one, if I can find it, right over there. And they're probably... Okay, I've got some sentimental heirlooms, but those are, like, my favorite, some of my favorite decorations. Like, I've always thought, like, scuba diving would be so cool, or, like, going on an adventure in a submarine. I love all sorts of, like, I want to say, like, marine biology, but, like, as in the sense of, like the creatures themselves. I am very easily fascinated by them. Oh, well, that's gonna be interesting. I feel like to me that sounds like fun. Best of luck. Okay, let's see. That came off kind of corny. I am sorry. You dive? Really? Oh my goodness. That is so cool. Like, do you dive just for fun? Like, do you have, like, gear that you use? Or do you, like, dive for, like, specific, purposes? And where, like, do you have favorite, or preferred places or types of, like, environments to dive in? If that makes sense, like marine environments. I'm really, really skittish when it comes to, like, I used to love going to the lake and going swimming. I always wanted to bring my goggles and my little butterfly nets, and I would go offshore and I would collect, clams that I found on the bottom of on the lake floor. I would go, scout around and try and I would actually take, earthworms or night crawlers, angleworms, and I would try and get the fish to, like, eat out of my hands. Since then, I'm not even sure how it happened. I don't have any, like, necessarily bad experiences. I think it's mostly just from watching too many movies. But I don't really like going to the lake anymore because I have an irrational fear of things that might come out of the lake or that are in the lake that I can't see that might attack me. And I don't get enough, like, exposure either. So I feel like maybe if I, did it more often and, like, kind of, took steps to fix that, like, I would get my love of, like, underwater adventures back, like, more realistically. But yeah, right now I've become rather skittish, so to speak. But I'm, like, I love learning about it, and I love, like, observing it at a safe distance. I still love to fish. Well, okay, I think that's a little of an exaggeration. I used to love to fish. I still like it. It's been quite some time since I've been to any of my favorite fishing spots, and actually quite the number of them, because since I moved 5 years ago, I was in Nebraska for a while, and then I came back. But most of the spots where I would go fishing have kind of, like, changed with time and people, and they're not the same places they were when I was a kid. Like, they haven't even changed a lot, just enough to be kind of like, I don't know. There's a word for it that I loved, and I forgot what it was. It's from words for little known words for emotions you never knew how to describe. But yes, I have since 1983 for fun. Have been diving with manta rays, sharks, reef fish, turtles, dolphins, eels, and snorkeled with humpback whales. Oh my gosh, that is phenomenal. Oh my goodness. I bet I would. I just, like, if I was able to, like, work past, get rid of all the little nagging fears in my brain and just go with it. Oh my goodness. Like, I feel like once I got past that, like, I would just be like, you I'm thinking that's supposed to say dove on a shipwreck in Lake Superior. Oh my goodness. Wasn't that cold though? Like, isn't Lake Superior like really cold? Actually, technically, wouldn't the ocean be though too? I guess, I don't know. I don't know how all that works, but whoa, like, and actually, so mentioning the shipwreck kind of brought back some fun memories. Ashley, you'll know what I'm talking about. When I was at boarding school, whenever we had campfires, one of our favorite songs to sing was The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And then this past, like, I've always wanted to go, I shouldn't say always, but for a while I've wanted to go to Duluth, but my family never really, like, we didn't travel a whole lot to, like, explore Minnesota. Like, we would go on out-of-state road trips, and, because I went to school, we lived in Nebraska for a couple years, and my sister and I went to school there. And so we had a number of back and forth trips, you know, between Minnesota and Nebraska. But then, I don't know, we didn't, because after my dad's parents died, we didn't really go, we used to go to the cities somewhat regularly when I was a kid, and I always loved it. I still do love going to the cities. Like, I just feel like there's so much to do and explore and see and experience, and I really like finding unique, cool places to take pictures or to go, like, do stuff. So, like, stuff, this wasn't in the cities, but before was it before I graduated or after? I don't remember. I took a pottery class with my family, and that was a lot of fun. I wore a wetsuit. It was 52. The Caribbean and Hawaii were in the high 70s, low 80s. And you remember, whoa, that is kind of really intense. 70s, 80s, was seriously? Oh, that's not bad at all. That's like, ooh, I could get used to this. I feel like, anyways. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's different. It's really cool, and, like, cause like, that song, like, you know the actual story. That's, wow. Let's see, what else do I have here? So, I'm gonna swipe my comments just for a second, because I can't see what you guys can see. Okay, so it's kind of okay, I guess. I'll swipe them back in a second. So this is what it looks like right now. A little funky, but kind of creative. So I'm gonna put white paper on the insides of all of these. I might do like 2 layers in here for some depth. And that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think this is kind of fun, at least. Okay, here we go. Alright. I think gonna work. Let's do something on the front. What do I want to do? I've got this sparkly stuff. what if light bulb? Okay, so I don't know how to explain this, so I'm just gonna kind of try and show you guys. I don't need that. Actually, I don't even need that much. Let's go like this. Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm back. What did I miss? Oh, not much. Just talking about undersea adventures and still winging my card over here. I just had an interesting idea I'm gonna try and put into. Trying to make a hinge. Yay! Wow, you guys just keep hopping on. I love this. Oh, by the way, like if you guys have any questions, feel free to just totally drop them in the comments below. New video showed up on my feed. It got my attention. I enjoy doing arts and crafts myself. Oh, that's so awesome! So, I'm thinking this would be a fun, like, door. I'm gonna try and make this a door on the front. So I've got this little paper that I folded in half, and just we're gonna stick it on here. Kind of. I don't know how well this glue is gonna hold, but we shall find out. I'm gonna let that sit for a second and let it dry. May have to trim it. We'll see. I love the other. Oh my gosh, thank you! Don't let me forget. Once I hop off, I still need to do my workout yet. And I will forget, so you have to remind me, Kat. It looks like you're making a birthday card for someone. Maybe. Actually, at this point, I have not decided the purpose of this card. I think I'm literally completely winging this whole thing. I have, oh, my tablet just went dark, so I thought my phone died. I was like, no. And I charged my phone up extra, so it was at almost 60%. So it should be good. Let's see. I don't think this will work with the diamond, but if I do it, let's take this off and kind of redo it. If we do it like this, I suppose that could work. Haha, you got it, girl. I just now finished mine. Yes! Get it! Oh my goodness. Summer is gonna be awesome. Alright, so I'm going to try, and I feel like I should do a bigger hinge just because it's a bigger piece of paper, so. So it's gonna be half the size when I fold it. So let's go ahead and do almost half the size of the card. Oh, thank you, Abby! Nope, wrong way. I'm gonna fold this lengthwise, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the textured side in to make it easier to glue. Alright. It's a little bit long, so we go ahead and chop off a bit. Shaping up to be a great card. Thank you so much! Who's enjoying winter so far? Where are all my snow people? My fellow, well, technically we're not actually Eskimos, but who of my viewers right now are in the snow zones? Who loves snow? I kind of do. It's like, I know how it can be totally, yes! I know it could get like really stressful, and I almost started like, I don't know, I guess like bad mouthing it. After like the second or third snow we got, because of my job, and having to get up and, but I don't, like, I flipped my perspective a little bit. And it's really, really beautiful out there. Like, I honestly have not experienced such a white winter in years. I almost want to say that I was probably, I don't think I've experienced a winter as white as this since before I moved. Try and get this a little straighter. It is so, I don't know, there's something about snowstorms that is really, I don't know, like cozy. Even though snow is cold, I got so excited today because somebody said we were getting 7 inches of snow. Turns out it was just the frost blowing off the trees. And I was a little disappointed because I don't know, like, now when it snows, I get all excited. I'm like, alright, let's get out my art box. Let's get a nice big cup of hot tea and turn on some music. What else do I like to do? A lot of the time I end up sitting in the middle of my floor, or not even in the middle, just somewhere randomly on my floor. I really like my floor now that it's clean. And I just talk to you guys. I like sitting on my floor and having random conversations. I love all the weathers regardless of what season it is, since they're all created by God. I just don't like walking in the snow to work or mass. Yes, I totally agree with that. And I'm so blessed. The car I'm driving right now has been incredibly enjoyable to drive in this winter weather. Or enjoyable is not quite the right word. Like, almost stress-free. Because I grew up in circumstances where if it snowed, you better hope you didn't have anywhere to go, because those tires are gonna spin and you're gonna be out shoveling. And even if you make it out of the driveway, if the roads aren't really, really, really salted, because we lived out in farm country, there's a major likelihood you weren't gonna get very far down the road either. So, I always hated it when it would snow on like Christmas or Easter, because I'm like, no, I want to go to the parties. And now I could technically be like, I hate getting up and having to, like, you know, go out in the cold and, you know, start my car. And usually when I drive to work, it's not completely, like, warmed up inside either. Which is mostly my fault. But, like, the steering wheel will be cold. Like, the rest of it might be warm. But, the steering wheel will be cold. I'm like, don't want to touch it. But I don't know, when it snowed, it was interesting. Like, we got 2 major snowstorms within about 48 to 72 hours of each other. And I don't know, I had so much fun shoveling, even though, like, I kind of had to push myself to actually go out and start. But, yeah, like, I'll bring my music out with me and I'll listen to my music. And this year, it was a lot, like, I got a lot farther. Normally, like, my winter outdoor activity endurance is really low. So I was excited. I got the driveway cleared out. It's a short driveway, but, you know, cleared out enough to where you can, you know, drive out and stuff. And then it snowed again on top of the shoveling, and so we had to shovel again. And then the uncles came and blowed it out, and I don't know, I had mixed feelings. I thought it was really cool because it was just so effortless, but then I was like, oh, now I don't have, like, because I was thinking about going outside and, like, doing, like, some snow sculptures of some sort or another. I was kind of thinking of building, like, making, like, little little houses, like, just, like, yay big, and, like, putting them on the snowbanks, like a mountainside, just for fun. But I never got out and did that, so I'm drinking coffee right now. Coffee is good. Originally from Atlanta, Georgia, where it is normally humid, so I agree. Agree with which part? I kind of lost my train of thought there on my tangent. Do I feel like I have more butter. Yeah. Kind of want to do like a double Dutch, or do a Dutch door. But then I feel like that's a lot of pink. I know what I'll do. I'll do a flip Dutch. One will open this way, and the other will open that way. But not wanting it to be too cold. Yes, right? I'm not a cold weather person. I like it to be between 67 and 73. That's my, depending what I'm doing. The more active I am, the cooler it can be, but generally not below 40. Okay, so let's make another. Oh. One of my wisdom teeth is starting to come in. Let's make another hinge. This isn't gonna work though, because that is not quite big enough. Thank you. Alright, so again, doing it about half the size of the card since it's going to be halved again when I fold it. And this time I'm leaving a little bit of leeway at the top. So that there's room for the card to open. Or it just looks better. I'm actually not sure if it impairs the ability to function. Oh, that's what I... Watching you make this is reminding me of myself in school with the Dominican Sisters of Fanjeaux, France. I was in the SSPX from the time I was 12 until 28, and we did things like this all the time in school. I still do from time to time. That is so wonderful. Yeah, I was just thinking myself too the other day. I could have made some pretty killer homework assignments at MDA using some of these techniques. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to pass some tips or valuable information on for my sister to use if she so enjoys. Why don't you do a journaling video? That would be fun. I could totally do a journaling video. Maybe that's what I will do tomorrow. because almost all of these techniques are carried over from my art journal. And then I started pen paling, and I haven't like not touched my journal, but I haven't done as much at all. I haven't gotten as into it as I was. So here's what the front, wait, I'm trying to, I don't know what this looks like on my camera, so I don't know if this is opening up correctly. No, it's not. We want it to be like this. Okay. So we just did like a flipped Dutch door here. Just like that. And then inside we've got all these little, I like to write, and I love how you guys, I don't know if it was one of you or both of you, did like little like bullet questions, and like I thought that was really nice. I feel like it kind of keeps things flowing almost, and like together. I don't know. Instead of like, cause you know, like when you write people or when you text people, and you ask a number of questions and then they text back and they try and answer them, and it kind of gets a little confusing sometimes because there'll still be like another thread of conversation going on, and so you're trying to answer questions or ask questions, and then it's just kind of getting lost in the thread of conversation that's going, or new threads that pop up. And so I thought the bullet note, I think that's how you would describe it. Questions were, I really liked that. Let's see, what do we want to do with this now? I wonder if, oh, this could be fun. A little on the big side. I could trim it, or I could fold it in. I don't know if that's what I want to do with this. Open. Yeah, I feel like that's really big for this. And the door latch came undone again. So this can be used as an icebreaker to start conversations, you mean? I'm gonna say absolutely. I'm not, again, I lost I'm not sure which thread of my conversation you're replying to. I'm sorry. But probably, I think in general, like generally speaking, I like my videos to be like icebreaker videos. Although I imagine there's probably something specific you're referring to. Blonde moment. Oh, speaking of blonde moments. So last night, or I think it was last night. Yep. blonde moment of the week. I was doing dishes, and I absent-mindedly put a dish over on the counter, like where the dish soap is, and started scrubbing the dish soap. And then today, at work, I was mixing a cup of something or other, probably iced coffee, and so I had the cup and the spoon, and actually it might have been like a cup of oatmeal, because I know I had a wrapper and I had a spoon and I had a cup of something. I walk over to the garbage and I'm about to drop. I was literally like asking myself in my head. I'm like, okay, wait, am I throwing away the spoon or the dish? Wait, no, what? No, I'm throwing away. What am I thinking? One of my coworkers is like, you okay over there? Yeah, just. It's fine. Alright. So these are fun little latches to do that I just kind of, I'm sure somebody's done them before and there's probably a name for them, but I just kind of randomly used this as a means to secure last night's Valentine pocket, and I've started putting them on like all of my cards now because they're so handy. There's neat little, super easy latches to keep things shut. Because I really like little pull tab thingies. Like open me, pull me, push me, I don't know. I guess you could say I'm kind of like a sensory person. Sensory, stay. And I feel like a lot of my work tends to kind of take on like sensory, not necessarily sensory mat, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they don't become like sensory mats themselves, but they start to take on like some of the features that you would find on like sensory mats. So I think I'm gonna go ahead, so I've just got the one right now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put another one on the glitter just to kind of secure it a little better. And when you do them, like, you want your latch, your slider, to just fit, otherwise it's gonna wiggle and it's not gonna hold fast. But catching you late for just a few before. Hey, thank you. It's so awesome to have you on. I have a card almost ready to mail. I haven't forgotten at all. I had a little bit of writer's block, so I apologize, but I do have a card and I'm really excited. I'm hoping that you will have as much fun like reading it and getting it as I had making it. Don't know why that sent twice. It did? It's only showing up once on my screen, if it makes you feel any better. Okay, so and I'm doing a fair amount of recycling here. I'm using leftovers from the cards that I made from my previous videos. Before getting out a bunch of new stuff, just to kind of help clear up my workspace a little bit and my work box. It's not quite the same length. can't wait. You are so welcome. Safe travels, by the way. Let's see. I saw your post the other day from your birthday about the butchering and stuff, and I thought that was super cool. I'm not terribly into all of that myself anymore, but I used to when I was a kid. Something I really enjoyed doing in the winter was my dad had a cozy little workshop in our shed or our barn, whatever. And after, like, when he'd go deer hunting, and I loved helping him cut up the meat and stuff. And I always remember he had like this old potbelly stove, and he'd have me bring like a skillet from the house, and we would fry, like, as we're cutting up meat, we'd like slice off like slices and nuggets and chunks and throw them in some garlic butter. Oh, it was so much fun. And then I would do, like, he showed me, I do like packaging the meat and learning different cuts and stuff. But yeah, like, I'd kind of forgotten about that, and then I saw your post, and I was like, oh hey, that's really awesome. Okay, see if this will stay. It's not wanting to. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of let it set a little bit because it doesn't want to stick to the glitter as easily, but that's okay. Right? Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, and yes. Speaking of memories, like, what are some of your guys' favorite memories? As like growing up or as kids? Some of mine would be building stuff with my dad. My 12th, I believe it was my 12th birthday, my, at the time, best friends and I got to, well, I remember, okay, let me rewind a little bit. So I had a sort of like playhouse that I'd kind of fashioned for myself. My dad used to actually raise peacocks before he got married, and we still had the would it be, it's not a chicken coop, but, well, like a chicken coop, but for peacocks, I guess. And peacocks and, or was it pheasants? I think peacocks and pheasants at one point. And, like, it had, by the time I got to it, had been, you know, in disuse for probably 15 years. But it's just this cube of, it wasn't particle board, but it was like really thin, pretty fragile. It was a pretty fragile shell, but it was, I'm guessing, like dimensions, it was probably about 8 by 7 by, or not even. It was more like an 8 by 6 by 6. So 8 feet long, about 6 or 7 feet wide, about 6 or 7 feet tall. And I remember I got bored at one point one day, and I was running around outside, I was like, you know what? I've never been in here before. Let's go check it out. And I went in there and it was empty and I was like, oh my goodness! I'm like, this is perfect. This is gonna be my new little clubhouse. And I went to work and I decorated it and I went and I found I moved some furniture from the house and some other buildings. I mean, nothing major, of course, but just random things that I could carry that I thought were fairly essential in a house and that I figured people wouldn't miss terribly if I borrowed them. And I started decking it out. By the way, I finished the little latches, so the little sliders, and then your little card pops open. Ta-da! And so that's what I did, and my parents were okay with it, as long as I, didn't do anything drastic or anything. So I arranged, rearranged, decorated, and redecorated that little cube house for, I don't even know how long it was. It might have been a couple years even. And then for my 12th birthday, I remember waking up and my dad was up there and it looked really different. I was like, what's going on? And he was like, let's build an addition. And I was like, really? I was like, sweet. And because he had recently finished, still does carpentry, but he's a freelancer, and he'd come home from a job, and it was a remodeling job of one kind or another, and they gave him some of the leftover materials to do whatever. They were gonna toss them. He said, hey, can I take this home? And they're like, yeah, sure. And so among those scraps was a nice window. I believe it was a single pane, and it was, I think I have, it was about like this size, a tad bit bigger, maybe a little wider, but this general form, whatever. And he also got a patio door with nice glass. It was a little weather beaten, but so I helped him frame it and insulate it a little bit, and then attach it to the already existing part of the house, and then we put shingles on the roof, and we sided it with, I don't remember if it was cedar sticks or redwood, which are typically not something we would have used for a kid's playhouse, but again, leftovers from a job that were no longer needed. Favorite memories? Gosh, I have so many, I wouldn't know where to start. That's awesome. That is the best though. That's true, because I have, this is really wobbly. What am I, okay. I have a ton too. It's like random, or it could be like, your favorite parts of 2018, or even things that you're looking forward to in 2019. My favorite would be playing in the creek, playing with my dog, a Jack Russell's Terrier Beagle mix. Oh my goodness. I've always wanted one, and it seemed like people only have beagles. Riding my bike, and it's not Facebook. Oh, there we go. Playing hide and seek in the, oh my goodness, yes! I love hide and seek in the dark. Oh my goodness, it can get so scary, but it is so much fun. I feel like, I used to play that when I was in boarding school, and we would go outside at night, and we would hours and hours, oh my goodness. And we would play different variations and twists and of the game. It was so much fun, yes. One favorite memory I have is spending the night as a Brownie Girl Scout on the USS Yorktown. Oh my goodness, that is intense. I remember the first time I met a Discalced Carmelite nun in person. I thought I was in heaven. And the first time I met the Samurai and CMD sisters. That is so special. Wow. I love these. Oh my goodness, you guys have amazing answers. Let's see, I kind of want to do something for the back here, but I don't know if I'm, oops. Or I've got some creativity left. Let's do, what if we did something like this on the inside, but smaller, and just for fun do it with hearts. So little hinged heart doors. We played it outside. A trick I used to find my siblings was where the cats were. Oh my goodness. Gave away. Wait. We played it outside. A trick I used to find my siblings was where the cats were. Where the cats were gave away the hints. I just told my siblings that a few weeks ago that is how I would find them, by looking for the cats. That is too funny. Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally flipped my camera. Come on. Alright, it's all good, Ashley. Thanks so much for hopping on. Have a great rest of your night, and good luck tomorrow. I hope you have fun. Where'd you go? Screen went blank. Yeah, I accidentally hit the little button that flips my screen around. So y'all were staring at my curtain. Alright, so let's grab some, you know what, let's do some fun paper. Let's grab a brand new sheet of paper from my big book here, actually. And let's see, we've got pink and blue going on, and green. I don't know if polka dots and stripes are watermelons. Maybe just that's a little light though. This might be a little big. Yeah, I have another a smaller book of paper. Or two of them actually. Oh hey, look, I've got some little envelopes left over. We'll have to tack those in there somehow. One second. Living on a farm means many cats. People drop off or they want it here. Yes, oh my god, I love, I'm such a cat person. I think the most cats I had at any given time was 15. And I loved all of them. They all had names, and they all had like they all had their own little, I guess, like roles in my life, you could say. I will rewatch. Have a great week. I'm off tomorrow. Awesome sauce. Have a great night, Catherine. Sorry to cut this short, but I too have to get ready to go to bed. Take me in this post when you're done making it. I'll watch again. I have to get up early to go to work. Have a great night, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and right back at you. God bless, and I will definitely take you. I should probably wrap this up myself anyways in a couple minutes, because I too have work early in the morning, and I was horrifically late this morning. Somehow I managed to sleep through my alarm. So tonight I will be setting 2 alarms and turning up the ringtone. Alright. do these on the back. I'm gonna grab the other sheet, the book of papers. I might just stick with some solid light blue here. Or let's go with a medium blue. So what store do you get your stuff from? Some of it is stuff that I get like as gifts. Otherwise, my go-to store would honestly probably be Walmart. If I do love going to like craft stores when I get the chance and like, you know, browsing around because there's so many more interesting options. But yeah, generally like Walmart. For my journaling, I'll go to the thrift store because you can put so much stuff in a journal. I didn't realize how much stuff, like all the things that you can do with a journal until I joined your journaling groups, and then I was like, oh my goodness. So I think I'll just do 2 of these for now, and then I'm gonna hop off. So basically, well, what I'm aiming for is I'm just gonna do what's the same concept as what's on the front, like except not a Dutch door, and I'm gonna do it with hearts instead. So they're little hinged hearts on the inside. Two goldfish are in a tank. One looks at the other and says, "Any idea how to drive this thing?" Yeah, we got a craft store called Michaels, otherwise. You have Michaels? What? So jealous. I would love to have a Michaels, like, local. Oh yeah, I do have there's a Dollar Tree here too, which I completely and utterly forgot about. You would like to send, wait, I'm confused. You would like to send what stuff where? I don't follow. Yeah, Michaels is so much fun. I've only been like 2 or 3 times. Here we have a Michaels too. We also have Crafts Direct, and well, sometimes I go to Joann's. It's a little closer, but they don't have, well, yeah, they do. They do have a nice paper section now. Although the last 2 times I went, I didn't get anything because I was still trying to get rid of stuff so I would have room for the stuff that I had actually used and stuff. Either that or I didn't have money. It was probably both. But, let's see. Is this the same size? No, that's big. I'm gonna go ahead and trace this on the cardstock, and then I'm going to glue it to the inside just for a little more character. Just be a little more fun to like write on. It doesn't look quite so rough. I could shop at a craft store all day and then come home and do arts and crafts all week. Which is kind of what I've been doing. minus the shopping at the craft store part. But I really want to use like all the stuff that I have right now though, like before I go out and like get any more, because I will let stuff accumulate and have all these amazing ideas and then never really like actually make myself sit down and do them. So it's been so nice having, like, I've had a lot more focused energy lately, which has helped so much. Without it, I would not be able to do my art videos or keep my life in any semblance of order. So, I mean, you know what it's like to, like, you know, you have energy, but you can't focus. It's like hyper energy, and I don't even know how to explain it other than that. It's just like every time you try and do stuff, your brain goes off on 57 different tangents, and you can't stay on task. Like a paper sticker thing, and to whatever I chose to fish. Okay. Okay, so the paper sticker thingy kind of makes sense, but not quite. I'm just gonna agree with you and go with it. It's all good. Okay. My phone's being a little funky too. I stayed up all night the other night trying to figure out where the sun was. It finally dawned on me. Took a while, but it did. Oh, whoa, that fit almost perfectly. I thought I was going to have more than that to trim, but I guess not. Get rid of some of these erase marks. Erase some of these pencil marks. And then I'm going to go ahead and same thing. did that the wrong way. Oh. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm just gonna stick with, I'm gonna finish this one up and then I'm gonna hop off. I did not realize how late it was. I guess that's what happens when you're having fun though, right? Oh, wait, no. Maybe I'm supposed to use, is this what I was gonna do? There we go. I knew there was a reason I cut it out. So, just to kind of show you guys, so I cut the hinge so it goes in with the bumps of the heart there, so it doesn't get, so you can open it and it doesn't like get in the way or anything, and it kind of just hides it nice. Alright, so now we've got a nice little hinge on our heart here, and we're going to go ahead and just stick it down on the card. Just like so. Awesome. Alright. And there we are. Got a nice little heart tip in. And then probably, I may or may not do another one on this side later. But so yeah, that concludes my video for tonight. Let me know in the comments below if you think it'll fly. I think so far, I think it will fly. Totally winged it, but I think we did okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. And I look forward to hopping on again with you guys tomorrow night. Take care.